Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today this video is going to be for Power BI beginners, newbies in Power BI that don't know where to start from. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is to install Power BI desktop on your system. And to do this, you're going to go to this website. I'll put the link in the description below. um, Go to the website, go to products, click on the drop down. You have Power BI, click on desktop. You have download now and advanced download options. Click on advanced download options. Here you have the option to select the language that you prefer. We have English, and I want to download the English version. But the interesting thing here is that gives you the specification. This is for 64 bits. So I will click on download, then select 64 bits and download. So I'm not going to click on download because I already have this downloaded and installed. So the next thing you're going to do after the download is complete is to go to where it is stored in. So I have this here. Just click on the setup and install it. Ignore, cancel. So the setup actually is very easy. Just keep clicking on the prompt. Just follow the prompt. It's very easy to install. After you finish the installation, you can now open Power BI. You just open it. So when you open Power BI, this is the first page that you will see. You have different connectors, One Link Data Hub, Excel Workbook, SQL Server. You can even load sample data if you don't have any data to analyze. But for my case, I have a data, so I'll click on blank report. So here is the blank report, and this is the first page that you will see. Here you have the file where you can just save, click and save when you're done. Then you have here get data. Get data basically is for you to connect to the data source that you are using. You can see that there are different data sources: Excel workbook, Power BI semantic model. This is like a live connection to data models that you already have on your workspace in Power BI service. You have data flows, data verse, a whole lot. You can click on more to see more data sources, and you can search for the one that you need. There are a whole lot of data sources that Power BI can connect to. Then here you have transform data. This is actually going to take you to the Power Query side of things, where you need to clean up your data and do some transformation before creating report from it. Then up here you have visuals, and there are different kinds of visuals. You can click on the drop down for more information. Here you have some more visuals as well, and here you have calculations. These are actually grayed out because I've not imported any data yet, but once I import data they become active. On the right hand side you still have more visuals, and when you click on get more visuals it takes you to the market space, um, where you can get more customized Power BI visuals. But for you to be able to access this, you need to have a license, a Power BI Pro license, and you will need to sign in. But for if a newbie that just wants to start exploring, you can just make do with other charts that you have here. On the right hand side here, you have the data itself, also data that has been imported, then format painter, bookmark, and selection. So let's get data so that this particular interface can actually change, and we'll continue. So get data, Excel workbook. I need to use this. Okay. So I am going to get these three tables: orders, returns, and users. And instead of loading, I'll click on transform data to take me to the Power Query side of things because I need to clean up the data. Here is the Power Query aspect of Power BI. So all this here will help you to clean up your data. Basically, the first thing I do when I get to this page is to click on view and turn on column distribution, column profile, and column quality, as the case may be. Let me turn off distribution. You can see now that the column quality in particular gives you more information regarding each columns of that you have in your table, the ones that are empty error. Then the column profile actually give you more information regarding each individual column when you click on it, and you get more information and gives you an idea if your data is okay to work with or not. Then let me turn off the profile itself and leave just quality. Then on the home page, you have a whole lot of things here. This particular part helps you to refresh the report so that you get the latest data all the time. Advanced editor, this is more like a place where you can write query, whereby whatever cleaning step that you are doing is recorded in here. You can see that Power BI automatically has promoted headers and change type. And done. Then here you have ability to choose column. Which column do you want, or go to a particular column? If I click on go to column, you can select the column that you want. If I click on other priority, to take me to other priority. This particular part is essential if you have a very long table that you know you don't necessarily need to start scrolling to get to that particular column that you need. You can remove columns, you can keep rows, remove rows, you can split columns, group by, use first row as header. You can see that this particular step has been done for this table here. Merge queries, append queries. Merging queries and appending queries are different ways to combine tables together. If you want to combine two tables, then you also have the AI insight. Then for this particular page, okay, we also have the transform part. The transform part here gives you more information on what you can also do to your data. As the case may be, you can fill up and fill down. If you have missing rows that you need to fill up and fill down, just like you do in Excel, you can rename your data, you can change the data type, and on pivot columns and convert to list. Split is also here, formatting, uppercase, trim, clean, and the rest of it. You can extract the first character, last character, or extract a part of extract text between delimiters or before delimiters, as the case may be. Then also statistics. If I click right now, it is graded because this is not a numeric column. If I click on a numeric column, you can see it's activated. You can get the statistics of that column, as the case may be, the sum, maximum, and minimum. And also you can run Python script and R script. Then we have the add column. This particular part also helps you to add columns that you feel that this table needs. There are different ways to add column. Column, from example, custom column and conditional columns. So these are things that you can explore on the Power Query side of things. An interesting thing is that whichever step or cleaning method that you're doing is recorded here for you in case you want to refer back to what you did. You can delete one particular step or add more steps here. So the basic thing I'm going to do on this data is just on the users, because the data is actually clean. If you look at the data type, you can easily change data types on the columns itself. The data types are actually in sync, and it can also do some transformation by right clicking on the column itself or other things that you can do. You get. Then if you click on users, for instance, right now I have my column 1 and column 2 as my header. If you look closely, my header is actually in row 1, so I want to use first row as header. I will go to transform, I mean home, then click on use first row as header. That has been done, and it's also recorded here on the applied step. Another interesting thing about this part again is that you can copy this table, copy entire table, and do some transformations like this here. And here it is showing you that the profiling is based on top 10, top 1000 row. If you want to do the profile based on the entire data set, you can click on this and select the entire data set. All right. Then you can also import data here. If you need to import more data, you can click on more and import more data on this particular part. After you are done and you are okay with your cleaning process, you will click on close and apply. Here are the tables listed here, and on this part we have the report view, the table view, model view, and desk query view. So for the report view, this is the canvas. We are currently on the report view. So on the table view, let's look at the tables that we imported. So this is more like the Excel kind of thing. Here you can copy individual columns, or even copy the entire table as the case may be. You can sort them ascending or descending. You can also create more columns here. But within this part of Power BI, when you are creating a column, we use a language known as DAX measures. It's called DAX. So when I click on new column, DAX is similar to Excel function. So for instance, if you click on some, there are numerous functions. Power BI gives you the functions and functions similar to what you've typed. And when you click on the arrow to read more, it tells you what that function does. And when you click on the function itself, it tells you how you can use the function and what columns and tables that you can use the function with. If I select average, for instance, you can see more information regarding that, and or the numerous functions based on what you want to add to your report. You can explore that on Power BI documentation so that you will know the functions that are available in Power BI DAX. Right now, I'm not creating new table. Then the next part we are going to be looking at is for the individual columns, you can change their format within here, the different data types. Just like you have in Excel, you can change them to currency, different currency symbols as well, percentage and all. And here you can sort column by another column, manage relationship. So for this manage relationship, let's just click on the model view. So Power BI has this ability of automatically detecting relationship between two tables. What I mean by that is when it identifies two columns that are similar in two different tables, it joins them together with intelligence in Power BI. So it's best for you to always check whatever automatic join it has performed for you to ensure that it is joining the right column to the other. So in order to check that, I'll click on manage relationship. So you can see that it joined on region that is in order with region in user. So you can click on edit to see the two columns. So right now you can see that these two columns are actually the same and they are joined together. The reason you are joining them together is that even if you are working based on one table, this table, because of this join, when you are filtering, you can use this manager column to filter this particular table. Then I will also add another join, new relationship from others to returns. You have the order ID here and order ID here, and you can see that this is a many to one relationship. There are different kinds of relationship you can create, one to one and one to many, many to many. Then save. So this is what our data model looks like right now, where the order table is the fact table and returns and users are dimension tables. So next thing we're going to do is to go back to our report and let's explore the visualization part. Right now, if I for this particular data set, this is a sales data set. So you would like to, for your report, you would like to see the total number of sales. Just drag the sales column. You can see now that it's 8.95 million. This is supposed to be in USD. So I will change the format to USD. So you have that here. I can as well get a bar chart, add the sales again, and look at it based on city. can see that here. Then, oh, you can see that we also have a line. I mean, the order date. So I can just try to look at that using a line chart, the sales by order date. Um, so it's that easy with Power BI. You can explore, and actually just by dragging and dropping, you can explore your data set to understand what is going on. Then on here, we can as well add a few filters. And to add a filter, we usually use Slicer. So for this now, I can just add a product name as a slicer. Right now, I don't like the way this slicer is looking. So you click on the format painter and edit. The format painter helps you to edit your visual based on your taste, the color of the line and the bars. You can do that. For this case now, I don't like the way this slicer is. So I am going to change the slicer setting from vertical list to drop down. Then just because of the fact that we've merged the orders table with the users table, right now I can filter this visual but based on the manager. So I would just add another slicer for manager. Manager. So if I select Erin, for instance, everything filters for Erin because there is a join existing between these two tables. So this is like a basic way for you to start with Power BI. And thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more.